These 5 everyday habits are keeping you broke, and you probably don't even realize it. You work hard. You try to save. You cut coupons. And yet, you're still stressed every month when the bills hit. Why? It's not just about how much money you make. It's about how you spend it. Rich people and poor people spend money very differently, not just in size, but in strategy. And today, we're exposing the 5 things poor people always buy that the rich avoid like a financial plague. Let's break this cycle and your blind spots. Number 5, expensive versions of cheap things. Here's the irony. Poor people spend more on the cheap stuff than the rich do. Not because the stuff is better, but because it looks better. It feels like an upgrade. It gives the illusion of wealth. We're talking designer belts bought on credit, $200 sneakers when rent's still pending, name brand, everything, laundry detergent, cereal, bottled water, when the generic is identical. Poor people chase symbols of status, even if they have to sacrifice security. But the wealthy? They know that every dollar saved from flash is a dollar earned for freedom. That $80 cologne, it smells like financial anxiety. Here's what the rich know. If it doesn't increase your freedom or cash flow, it's just packaging. They wear $15 shirts because they know what makes them rich isn't what they wear, it's what they build. They buy value, not branding. They don't care about looking rich because they're busy being rich. Before you buy something flashy to prove yourself, ask, who are you trying to impress? Because the rich don't flex, they invest. If that one hit hard, don't just like, subscribe. This channel's your blueprint out of the trap. Number 4, payment plans for perishable pleasure. You know what's worse than being broke? Being broke, and still paying interest on a pizza from 3 months ago. Poor people constantly finance lifestyle. Rich people finance leverage. There's a difference. Buy now, pay later feels convenient. You get the dopamine hit today and worry about the cost next week. But the rich don't play that game. They delay gratification. Or they pay in full, and only for things that give ROI. A $1,200 phone, they'll pay it off once if they use it to make $10K in deals. But if it's just for scrolling TikTok, they wait. Poor people are stuck in a loop of wanting fast results, financing fun, forgetting what they owe until it drowns them. Rich people do the opposite. They buy more of items that pay them back. Think twice before swiping for pleasure debt. Because while you're buying time for fun, you're selling your future for interest. Number 3, the latest. Everything. You've heard the phrase, keeping up with the Joneses, right? Let me tell you a secret. The Joneses are broke too. Poor people stay poor chasing new phone, new car, new clothes, new streaming service, new app, new AirPods, even though the old ones still work fine. But the rich? They chase usefulness. They'll drive the same car for 10 years, use the same MacBook until the battery cries for help, wear the same watch every day, because they aren't trying to impress anyone. They're trying to buy assets, not approval. Poor people crave novelty because it feels like progress. But real progress happens behind the scenes. The new phone isn't making your life better. It's just numbing your frustration for 30 days. The rich aren't anti-technology, they're just pro-ROI. If it doesn't give them leverage, they pass. Rich people don't chase trends. They buy time. They buy cash flow. They buy peace. So the next time that ad tells you it's time to upgrade, ask, is this upgrade actually improving my life or just delaying my goals? If that one stung a little, you're not alone. Hit like so others know they're not either. The poor don't just spend more on junk, They spend it faster. Because the system is designed to exploit your impatience. Fast food feels cheap until it adds up. Fast fashion seems trendy until it falls apart in 3 washes. Fast credit looks like help until it buries you in fees. Rich people slow the game down. They bulk cook. They buy clothes that last years, not weeks. They understand that fast equals fragile. Poor people buy based on convenience. The rich buy based on calculation. It's not that rich people never eat out or never buy things they enjoy. They just make sure those purchases are intentional, affordable, rare. Here's the bottom line. You can't out-earn bad spending habits. And the more you chase convenience, the more it costs you in the long run. Every dollar you spend on fast consumption is a dollar you delay from freedom. Convenience isn't free. It's the most expensive trap dressed as a time saver. The burger, the impulse hoodie, the free credit card, they all come with hidden costs, energy, anxiety, and erosion of options. Number 1, status symbols that don't multiply. Poor people buy things that signal success. Rich people buy things that create success. There's a difference. Let me give it to you straight. A $3,000 handbag won't get you a raise. A Rolex doesn't close deals unless your business is solid. A leased Mercedes when you're living paycheck to paycheck, that's not wealth, that's distraction. Poor people buy symbols. Rich people buy systems. If it doesn't generate income, connections, or control, they're not interested. Because here's what most people don't understand. Wealth is quiet. Status is loud. And the louder someone tries to appear successful, the more likely they're not. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Mark Zuckerberg wears gray shirts every day. Why? Because the truly rich don't need to prove it. They let their freedom do the talking. So, what do the rich buy? Having torn apart the poor spending playbook, what do the rich actually buy? Here's your cheat sheet. Assets, rental properties, stocks, businesses. Knowledge, books, mentors, courses that pay off forever. Time, virtual assistants, automation, freedom from the grind. Networks, they pay to be in the rooms where leverage lives. When rich people spend big, it's not on things that sparkle, it's on things that save time. A poor person might see a private jet and think that's excessive, but a billionaire sees it and thinks that's 6 hours I just bought back. No layovers, no missed flights, no waiting in line while time slips away. It's not luxury, it's leverage, because the one thing they can't make more of is time. You see, while most people burn hours in traffic, airport lounges, or standing in line to buy things they can't afford, the rich buy shortcuts. Not cheat codes, but time codes. They don't spend money to feel better. They spend money to get better returns. Here's a truth no one told you growing up. You don't get rich by avoiding lattes. You get rich by avoiding dumb purchases that multiply into nothing. And every dollar you don't waste on things that fade is a dollar you can send to work building your future. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest men on the planet, yet he wears the same gray t-shirt almost every day. Not because he's lazy, but because he understands something called decision fatigue. Every choice you make chips away at your mental energy. And Zuckerberg doesn't waste his on outfits. He saves it for billion-dollar problems. The rich optimize for focus, not fashion. They spend on clarity, not clout. Because when your money is working 24/7, you don't need your clothes or your car to do the talking. If this video exposed even one habit you didn't realize was costing you, smash that like button and subscribe so more people can break free from the consumer trap. You don't need to earn millions to escape the cycle. You just need a shift in mindset and the right financial blueprint. Let's build wealth the smart way, together.